We just had the motion to dismiss hearing trial in front of Judge Graham up in Indianapolis, and that basically took 2 weeks to do that. And Judge Graham asked for an extension of time to make a ruling on that. Usually he makes that ruling in about 15 days. And I think, Greg, that's been about how far we've been out since the trial date. So I expect to see a ruling from Judge Graham out in Indianapolis in the next couple weeks on the Aearo bankruptcy, where he may decide that Aearo can continue to proceed in bankruptcy court, or he could decide, hey, this is a farce, and we're going to go ahead and kick all these cases back to the MDL, the multi-district litigation in front of Judge Rogers down here in Pensacola, or LA as we like to call it, Lower Alabama.
Yeah. All right, so before we go on to the appeal, so it's right now where there's bankruptcy, and so that like stops all the other cases from going forward. No trials, no discovery, no statements, all that gets frozen, right?
It does. And Greg, if you've noticed, Judge Rogers has kind of broken it down a little bit. There's at the time that the bankruptcy was going on, and just as his motion to dismiss trial was going on, there were 231,000 plus cases in the multi-district litigation that were impacted by this bankruptcy that was filed by Aearo. Of those cases, 23,000 and some change are 3M cases, and the balance of the 201,000 are Aearo cases. So what Judge Rogers has done is even though everything stayed, she's getting ready to roll based upon what the 11th Circuit may do, what the 7th Circuit may do, and what the bankruptcy case is doing. So she's putting things in motion and getting ready to go based upon what these other appellate courts and what the bankruptcy court look like they're going to be doing and issuing rulings in the upcoming weeks.
All right, so let me make sure I got my facts straight. Aearo, 3M. Aearo was the original manufacturer of these earplugs. That company got bought out by 3M. So the lawsuits have been going against 3M and Aearo. And during the lawsuits, 3M and Aearo are both represented by the same lawyers.
Correct.
They've all announced on the record that 3M is the party that's responsible.
And exactly, Greg. Good point. Good point that you made.
Aearo is the company that filed for bankruptcy, and asked the court to stop all the litigation and give the protection, the bankruptcy protection, to 3M, and that was denied by the court, and that's what the bankruptcy appellate court is deciding on right now.
You're absolutely correct, Greg. That's correct.